ahwefo nyina no me mo bibiara kwaba shronko edeba another episode eniema ekosho ewo my Ghana na sabri na ya se wa maboabo ni nyina no amede ba besom se atija chumedie lawyer fans of atija munyina no nyankopon hwam ye papa sabre ni abrebia no mojebre ehwe dwumedie anope me sorry so me hye mo bose me ni bekoso edi nsem amede be show mo no de betofo me free bebia no be ba betina fidie mo hanem se ma pensem ya tutu bi na mama mo so sa akwenya na mo so matutu bi e wo comment section na say ede amame ensem de maboabo abrebre na no amede so mo say atija dwumedie besre onya subscribe to Kumasi Online TV a subscribe e ma me Kumasi Online GH onso a na wa subscribe ede amame agenche bi wo ho na de afa comment section na say ede amame ma re mfisu say obe share video we ede ama onua bi no so a share ede ama afoforo na wo bibiara ehu de ekoso e wo my Ghana niema echegu wo my Ghana ne de for now ne de HOPESON ADORYE e na echandi ye papa enam ne nsem bi ajesembre bi etwam wo kotena eyi Accra FM ekoka say NPP amanyokuo ne sacrifices ahodo a waye de ama wo mo na so se sia wo mo pame ni free party ni mu no wo ma hyase a so wo mo toto ayampia de ma no no so be release secret ba ko bomba ko de beto ho say pai o so share na mo ka say na nado danko ekufu ado wo ba ba ye na nado president na no se me HOPESON ADORYE ka me humbo ma ka mo visa na nado do go betumi aba ba ye president ana anka nya de betumi asi de bia da aye ko grabe no Wednesday ni de na nya sam ke to wo krom hanim say onwumbre na na ye show ni mu se twetwe ni ye se hwe wo sam a wo ke ka ne de e ya de a se emwa ye nkra ntino ye pejao ye tebrimu na ye de wakwa kogina aba kukum ne de kogina hono ma na anu yi a wo no odi aba update ahodo na na mamani ti ase na ya asewa me de aba beso mu ntine ne nso no fufura me de ba na busua edemu shonko kra nya asem ketwa so my Ghana be ye pa de NPP abanyoko ne de bo ma disappoint Ghana fo ye papa gidi ahodo ne ye wo mu me se na nado dago ekufu ado pa san ko bi ka kire me se na nado be ba ye se ya me ya se wo metike anka minji ndi de biara da kane no ye nyi no unso obi ka se o onde ofri NPP anaso wo ye NPP ni amasa respect a ye de masa nipa no enya asem ketwa ne ya ka se obi friend isi a unso nipa ovi ndizi de ebusia fancha me but obeye kronfo obeye obi anani hwade obeye obi ase nani so ohye beja shuba bi ba ka se me ye NPP ni a that respect na se obi a oye decent obi obu no na ne upa fa kroma na se hye NPP for kra tade fa bi ebusua dwuma ye de be di wo krom hanum se na nyasem ketwa the table as 10 NPP amanyoku akane na ka ye respect wo mu ye obi ase wo mu NPP mu a ye bu ye papa de ne unya ka se mu NPP mu na no obi pe kra na wo de ne nsechi ko ahwu washum left and right front and center when su cha 360 wi a wetumi aka se de bi me anam ka se mu NPP mu sisi ade mini NPP party ne mu NDC party no kra ba ya kono NDC party nkwa ebu abemu mpo ese NPP amanyoku no na danko egufado menim se NPP political party ne enya ne de na so sane ade na ba yeja wo amkoto aba wo mkoyi ne se wo no ene ma megina mu enfe ma wo ne yenga na fonfom kokomoti nkoto aba ma no na wo medi o manga na so no wo ba so 2016 ne de na bibia dada na akwa so bibia koyi ese ara na ado nie na ado ju tu bo homadei fasa hodro de ye dibi man ye papa na so ye from 2020 besi 2024 na ado na akwa egufaro or the 6 ene adane ye 9 ensam ne de mo amhwe intro yi kakra na mo amani tu asende enya sam ketwa kwa wo krom hanem se eja efiada so de ye body ten ewi ana ndi asole bi wo hon ma ya kope ye hu egum ya brompai ni bi de ama o man Ghana me so o man Ghana ne de be ye minu mienu o wo bi enu wa wo be firi obi memu aba be ma o man Ghana ye o man Ghana be ye a eye me ene wo 0557036109 ene me number betimi afram yesi so de akoso wo mpotemu bi abasa wo de bedam me no wo de send me na wo ye video kakra bi send me say ya akwanhia say ye dum show say ye nsuo na afọ obi chese bibia social story political issue whatever it is betimi e de send me na abasa me mo akwanya no na betina video ma nam say ere ka me ho na atija dwumedie ye di asa akwanya no nso no e ya de amede be ma osiketue bi ene mu ntua bibia you can come baby a wo bia no obetimi awa product by na on company by na we bia dan na wo ye nso a obesi aba ho de ro edema 0550623377 na 055 7036-109 numbers 2 no products bi out on abasi e bohu de road ma sa so ena bia wo de we bia o company fiansa na wo be ye 1212 bi be say amafu hu so adwuma we ya ba je say amafu be purchase o party a wo de frɛ ye number no wo fra wankasa mu no ya de a ebeji wonsem Kumasi online media school so ena sabre wo masamase amede atija dwumedie no ebe so mo baby biara mo hwa dwumedie efri HOPESON ADORYE hu nsema ena sabre dia mede ebe so mo enrada menenam TikTok na me hu se wona na yere gifti ADORYE empress ba kope no ko feel no ko nice no ko beautiful chese wo mo ye life oh na effect keke me se ewiase bi na no ye be ma no wa hwehwe oba je se bibi to wa brabo mu a wo beta wechi bibi ni aje so wo be gina wechi wonda ne nechi emfa nchiro de biara da say yesu mu say ye han mu ono wa na ekọ no wa na eba empress gift ADORYE nyankopo ensure ye papa na lecture bi edin sem bia ba abonte lecture ne sem ode aba abonte ne say osi HOPESON ADORYE wo hui wo kama Ghana fo nyina mate say HOPESON na wo ye NDC ni na HOPESON be ye NPP ni na ye sure obi te say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ade a NPP amanyo kuo ne de ye no enimguase a NPP amanyokuo no edigu no ekori echire kwa no chema wontumi be ka say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ewu awudro akoso wo mamu nyina no Honorable Kennedy Agyapong hu bom mu bi aside that kwa no wo mo de ne 10 cents eba abonte and okasado do no mu ade not to say na so still na there is no way Honorable Kennedy Agyapong aba abonte aba begu NPP fo ani mase ye sure obi su te sepo afokwa de NPP amanyokuo ni die di no ye sure obi te sekwa abede Agyapong de NPP amanyokuo die di no na so still na wo mu gusua e de NPP echi kwa Agyapong ni mpo de baby biara ba omi abetu bia no na wono so watiem ba omi atu no watiem na so de NPP party ne de aye wo mo no anka wo mo so beka so de NPP de aye wo mo nti no wo mo twu wo mo ho de free party ni mu na so nya de a wo mo nyina no wo ma ye sa de biara da wo mo ne ye nkrofo bi a chese party no wo mo ti ase wo mo hya ase wo party ni mu wo mo nye two faces aha no wo mo kwa NPP na ba obi te se HOPESON saying Ebra no wa NPP party ni mu no akasa ditia NDC no na NPP fo adwen ya wom so HOPESON ne bon ho mode HOPESON ne ya de ye papa wo chi ni tikakra free NPP ni mu o sha ase so the secret e ba bonte no efi asa na NPP amanyokuo no wo mu dwane nti we de o de kokobo e de ama political parties ni nyina say wo be free party na so wo ba o party a se secret bi wo party ni mu a munhwe ye papa se mo be kama no atum obi ti se ya brantie ya Atanos ne party ya was the same one na ma was autopsy report this ya no no minim pose kweku anyi dowu o kasa de ma NDC o kasa de ma NPP ba ye sure bi a NDC fa ba abonte aba be kasa kweku anyi dowu de wo ma pam na free party ni mu this ya wo mo pam no o ma Ghana fo hu se wo support NPP ba ne kasa ye bi o be kasa bi ano eye against the NDC amanyokuo no eye nti obi ti se kweku anyi dowu se me ya wa me ne ye mfanto ho se NPP amanyokuo no enhwe ne yie ma wo mani nji bebre se anya hwe kra no wo kasa de ma wo mo ni ade ebedu mre bia wo mo so ade a chese ekoso wo party ni mu entwa yie no koku anyi do wushu be sa ba bonten na wo ba be prosem edi egu honom yie papa wo se political parties ne de sa two face for the free eba bb ko no mo hwe wo mo husu yie papa enti sa secret ni ade e be ba bonten ne buhia enye asam ketwa wo krom hanom se kame ho ne yanko na yegotie no so mra sesia MC video no enye ready MC me bacho video na ready na wabo ede amame
deep rooted person in the party they have been hurt, very hurt and wounded, but one ti omano asemka back pe bi na no free northern region ho e bi na obedi party chairman NPP good. It was very serious. But what so what you say? What in can say?
Debbie. Minti so kasa kra.
Ni de na ro ho na yache
2015.
What in can? What Spugabra?
Debbie.
Fine gentleman. What in can say ototo niema go park in Bebre. These are deep rooted people that people have to respect them so much. Come Agyapong, Udi Baumiachi, and then they call up and down. You understand it? It character like when we behave where people shouldn't get so much worried. Say some of us there. Say me more literature say we are a bit so pepe say me behavior no it can even go west or can get west. Now they make can be say and say both political party best strong say so be jai political party and also we be join no more. Try I don't want to use the word indoctrination but try now on take the principles of the party no as ye and some of the positions. And yes sir. She obi a what political party no asi yi pa no so jahe firi mu kura na me na ne kan yo wo se aware no betena se ya unyantokwa a oka na nko wajabi oba papa a wo ja aware no ondi be mana tem wudwum Yesu Kristo papa wo se Mary afa furu na no fi se nye wono wo so plan na okukuo mu se nko be ja okukuo ba won ka de kura na asi efie bebre mu ntokotimi si aware mbata ade kropa na wo ho no panipa no mo ka kire no so nka nkire obi osmatumi na esi asam no so it catch from say this is advice I'm giving to both political parties. Say they are always willing say as ba ko ho kire no odwane aba kwako yi do ho ono kra do ntimi cross carpet ni but obegina ncha to na
to papa ka
do say NPP affiliated radio station no more born away no support they have to be careful. They have to be careful because Nipa no two faces. The other face is there, the other one is there. I say, what the akra kwa aware say. And as me can parables in what the akra kwa aware say. Oh, two homes. Papa na obe ware foforo na dia akra na ba no. Se honya wonu se obetima san akọ ma me ho. Say Nipa na behavior is different from obia oni baby biako onu bi na AC no I will come to HOPESON there no every political party be of the whole world even religion is built on secrecy
asemi ho e wokokuom
religion is built on secrecy Roman sorry Methodist Presby one more sorry na sipo gina there are some issues be a mabontene bank association organization they are certain that you be a embarbontene. So if you don't have somebody that you trust so much not that person will run in a circle no more. These are the like of things that you are likely to see it in the behavior because he is not a deep-rooted person in the party. He was a deep-rooted person in the party. They have been hurt, very very hurt and wounded. But one Tiomano, but catch the political party for say how they welcome from both divides, how they welcome. Sorry, say me use you kremu, ukon kremu mo. One also a sakra be kremu ni den hono man be imam da. So benya kremu ni be busa na obeka chiro. So also your Pentecost elder, we Methodist bishop. Now come, now nya hwe and now my be kremu ni. Omotuba wabane wabaya uzu billahi minasitan bismillahir rahmanir rahim wabe ni nyina wie ne achechi almost be imam they will never give but in Christianity you see that's what the political parties do which is wrong.
Wow,
they have to take their time. What did I mention? It you know say who political party now your political party no be join them other so denounce any other political affiliation no be join you. How do you manage that person? What we normally see is say, so we be joining Oma. If realism no name doors into buy na quite say Christo near will be see na say be no come or conform no about be joining a sorry way. One here buy the following day no wababe enconcheni and I won't say that. Unhu bi da.
Oh ABC.
Some come from ba I have almost route to say. Na omo root no na etanye enye very strong me more literature say we are e be so pepe say ni behavior no it can even go west or can get west but I can tell you say pure political party ni NPP ni and say we no it won't shake the foundation.
Now say like a doc what you can say there are certain and you may be where war party ni mua and any party in kwane ya ne wom asori mu organization mu bibia ni may be umua akoye asemu a akoye kokomu asem ni kwan se ba bonten na sankrofo ni bi wuramu a na so mu de nsem ne ba bonten a etimi ha party no na se etimi ha party na die ntimi shake the foundation of the party.
That is what the messenger see you rakofo sore no can in some beer you can shake and can collapse the party. Trana ku for the sore no kasa in simbi said the we mu I can shake and collapse the party. I can go on and go and go and go and go on. Say NDC, we have some guys in there when they get up and speak. Na sen ka bibi timi shake we ya. Enka the NDC guy in the run is Kokonyo who air cano. Kasen ka shake you up. And trim vote ba Kokonyo fi NDC. No proper pure NDC near the Kokonyo the Hokano was so do kind to major NDC by NPP. Research be no show that now a man among for 3 million mude a mamma mu dada no mu feel say oh come on yes say I say as a soft be ashamed kombi or sorry yes sorry now you sometimes it doesn't add anything up to it. So this is not now we can come to the substance of whatever he said near here if it merits what is happening to him.
Okay yeah but say about now
so me just the background say the air cost way more than say for no
and should I have baby
said no said yes you can trace you for no mba mu dimrika so ye du dia kotutu bone ya ye so man mo trimu nyamu de ba mo trimu ye na se mudinu won kon no we mu de ye nema bi ebedi ebetimasi bebre
okay
ebetimasi bebre ebesi bebre we betima ja kan se bebre obanya oba ofra ware enya at the papa but and said the status quo of the this and there, but catch a political party for say how they welcome.
Lecture no any yakwakotie na ba watch say NPP amanyoko ni NDC amanyoko ndi efutuo kase e no de bema mo say we be free political party bu mu na oba mamu bie ni e ma so mfanche ne sambe mema ni positions akase ni ade na moye ne sa na dakro wo free party ni mu a security bie wo mu bia no ya ade a wo de beba abonten ebi ni hono bukere Japan de ara me de ye mfanto ho ye hwe before ansana November 4th election no e ba so na NPP amanyoko ru woman kan amfafa hono bukere Japan ho enkrofo hono bukere Japan ankasa kwaye sacrifice sabua obi ti say ya maame ya ukopie mu okasho member of parliament hawa kumsi ni tie ni nyina asa me amete he media bi den na maame ya mbeke ni gwase sem ben na wan beke die ngu hono bukere Japan ni mase na so komu say na hono bukere Japan kwa no 2020 ne pickups ni ade a wode maame we so won jemfanya campaign na besi last year no maame ni famu ba akokra no enfa nkoma honorable Kennedy Japan na nyina no egusu egu ne garage na so aka ubeyi enim te kra say dia won support ba womi a you had the right to support whoever candidate you wanted but na nya ne kwan so say wo mo beba abonte beba be biemu ho say obi a ehu say yes me dem support ba womi a na embedidi obi a wabua wo pay debia meka na mekoso akasa 2024 election NPP amanyoko ni nipa ba kwa wo mu hia ni ye papa honorable Kennedy Japan enti sa ahomaso kasa kankan na amafo bi kan honorable Kennedy Japan ya wana on support NPP bioma wo pa won ko bekra won free party ni mu no mu hu ni say before November 4th abato ne bekoso na Ghana for dodo na na tie honorable Kennedy Japan echi even till now so honorable Kennedy Japan kasa wo trinity aba as independent candidate ebusia trust me say NPP amanyoko NDC amanyoko any other kodo chairman tenkwa na nyankopɔ wan fafia sa third parties ni na no wo munyina wo bia be report na honorable Kennedy Japan aba be president but ye hwede wo mu de di ni nyina echi na Ogusua wo do shonko ogusua do party no say o me the NPP party no de enya de a me free mu NPP party no de mekoso awom but I was so much happy say anya hwe no right after the election about me to me kopie mu na kache chia no ko congratulate no ko celebrate fa che ne ade nyina no e de fi honorable Kene Agyapong we sans we hu ni say honorable Kene Agyapong na nkasa no okra members but one a wo maka we che ne buhua wo mo ni problem abrante ye wo me chire che ma wuntumi one of the biggest problem papa in sa abrante no sa Ashanti region kwa no wo mu lose a lot of member of parliament seats. This should tell you people say regional chairman were fairly woefully so wo mu to me lose a lot of seats and then NPP amanyoko no mu we djuma ye papa because for chairman want to me to become regional chairman here there was a lot of work to be done in NPP party anymore. So whoever I think say Ananta Kuminso now our NPP party anymore and of free mu ko join Alan or ko join Alan a lot of things are nensem fata even there bawomia eko UPSA eko kan nsema wo ba ye to obama na wo be ye ne ade buhia me share messages ne ade a sa denta kumino wo posti wo Alan Kojo Sherman movement for change party mu edidi atema wo didi Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ne from nowhere sa branti akro na ye friend Adanta Kumino wasaka asem ya na me be join movement for change me free movement for change na masako back to NPP party ni mu wo kwa ye nso no ensema ensem fata ena sa bre no wo sa de free movement for change mu de akwa NPP party ni mu nti we crampo ne enya disua de enfem obi biara sem whoever leaves a political party to join the another emamu nkase wo kasa ditia wenti ayam de ebia na nne ena wo kasa de eti ono ebia adechi a wangasa wumu no eno bekasa ede etia amafu bebre na ekasa opsi na do ya se kasa ne na ya adoso attack ne na ya adoso ani se de ebibi party ne ye na ye ne ya wono so tena se dwe ho sacrifices a waye de ama wo mo onka na no ntumi nya hwe ha se wo mo mra megure ni mase enti ende ono so beka the any so worker and at this thing I know that this is not the first time HOPESON ADORYE akasa there were lots of member of parliament wo mo so akasa nsem bi nanu adaba akubi osiane won de ghetto sa wo krom hanumi na baby akronfo ne ade nyina wo no onim wo mo na Samia Wuku ani expert sa anya hwe no ahe be grab ne Samia Wuku is working freely na nadu da ku ekufo ado all die he is working freely na afia ba ne se na we do obekan ene de masom tuche na eno adan bi fansa na ye ba be HOPESON ADORYE free court adaka mu no ene lawyer BOABENG asamwade nsem bi etudwa no wo kire se saade ye akukoso ina na ye politics on the obeka magana fo nyina te se ye politics as a politics no wo hwe bebi a anase senior HOPESON ADORYE sisi ano wa hye ase a wo kasa senior saadre no wa hye ase a wo attack NPP amanyoko no do wo secret ni ade bi ba bonten no se wo ma mpe kwan bia wo me be fa so silence na wo me be hwane se HOPESON ADORYE single-handed man nipa ba ko pe we pepia NPP party no en ko opposition ti ene kwan bia na wo mo fa so a wo mo be ye de aka na no ato mo ne o kama wo mate asese there is no way obi abetimi silence HOPESON ADORYE ena saade we so se kwan bia mo be fa so a mo be ma movement for change party na be da ne ebutu so de ene bibia no obetumi ama movement for change party no ada ne ebutu de biara da movement for change party na gusu aginem ena fi 2024 election wo mu chinemu a wo mo be sere Ghana fo nyina se wo fa wo mu kokromote no enfento aba enfema no na osan kire ni nsem se before na na adodan ko ekufu adokra no oba be ye president 8 years ago no HOPESON ADORYE sa video na wo ye okase wo bona na adodan ko ekufu ado amane meaning the president himself is aware inti afia ba ne say na after this years enfasudia na nado wo ba benya wo be ye president wo ko siesi achem wo asesa achem mafia zaba wo ma be bu o man Ghana for show Ghana ye japade ani yina machinchim yensaje yesika ni ade e de calculations e mutumi jampe na mu huri na mu skip bi ni nyina no mabenya so mfaso awia afie ye de ba ne say na 8 years ago asem efi asa na makwa akofa ba mo pese mo silence wo man de nya de be ye ejuma kra saso na ya support wono so eka movement for change home ono so de nsem bia tudwa wo kire se bibi bia no hono betumi intimidate movement for change wo mo de wo ma ye sa petam pensuo moto a wo mu gina me wiabo a wo mu gina mu wo pia wo mu kra na empia baby a wo mu gina no hono ma en wo mu gina Alan Kojo chairman say why so obotantim no 2024 election oba be win it say NPP surobi ena wo mu en wo ma sha say wo mo ye sa de ma we de they should relax, they should prepare some chilled body bi na wo mo fengu wo mo bonu wo ma kuma no en jojo ne san say de aka weni mi no edo so esen de aka ewe but all thanks to God say finally HOPESON ADORYE yetumi free but I think say yes somewhere next week wo mesa so akwa akopie mu court na je say bibi biara e wo hono bia no wo ma akwa kasa nkoma twetwe ekoso ewe joy news make sure so obeka me hono yakọ na yakọ akotie ni nyina so abasisia
execution is that the investigator is satisfied the sureties are where they can find them. Okay. So now they are on a quest to look out at where the sureties live. And after they are satisfied, the sureties can be traced. They will come back to the court to sign, and that will mean the execution of the bail bond upon which Mr. ADORYE, HOPESON ADORYE, will be released. I believe, traffic conditions permitting, within the hour they should be here.
From where you said, do you think you are in the position to get him to execute
the bail?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We once the court has granted bail, the police are cooperating, and together with the police, we are sure to execute the bail before close of the working day.
Let's come back to the charges. What do you make of the charges preferred against your client?
I would rather not go there because it's still in process. In fact, they are not very firm about what they are doing or saying. They still say they are investigating, and that I think it was a provisional charge of publication of false information under Section 208. I don't think it's a very strong thing that they are doing. Basically, this is politics. I mean, let's be frank. This is politics. This is politics. Mr. ADORYE has of late been a bit critical of NPP government's performance, and he's been particularly acerbic about some of the incidents that happened before. This, if you listen carefully to the tape that the police are seeking to rely on, he is heard distinctly on that tape telling the people he was speaking to that he had informed the president, about this incident, and at the time he was a candidate. So it means before the president became president, he knew what was happening, and whatever Mr. ADORYE was doing or was either helping others to do or inadvertently happening to get involved in or otherwise, the president knew. Then you come to power, and in 8 years, this is not the first time Mr. ADORYE has mentioned this matter, but at the time he was part of the NPP and speaking for the NPP,
like yourself,
it was convenient for the government. I would even say the NPP. It was convenient for the government. You know, we have this dichotomy where individuals ride on the back of political organizations like the NPP, NDC, and then get elected, and then they use power for their own benefit. That's the bottom line. So the government, which came out of the NPP, found it convenient at the time not to bother with Mr. ADORYE's pronouncements. Now, suddenly, they realize Mr. ADORYE is a thorn in the flesh of the government, and is pushing the movement for change, the agenda of the movement for change, for an independent president, a president who will work for Ghana, who will not depend on the partisan separation of the authority of the state. And because of that, given the headway that is being made, the temptation is to strike him and see if you can reduce his effectiveness, literally shut him up, but it won't work. And this is a mere attempt at muscling Mr. ADORYE. It won't work.
You mentioned that this is pure politics, but the prosecution has a contrary view. They say because he mentioned that he sponsored 5 other people to carry out this explosion within the border town. It hinges on national security. That shouldn't be taken lightly.
The prosecution shouldn't be taken heavily. You rather be taken lightly. This is not the first time this matter has come up. And when you have a police prosecution and you are told before you come to court by the police that they are waiting for instructions from above before they conclude their investigations, then you realize that it is politics. That's what I'm saying. What national security thing is there about what they said happened in Togo, and it's been going on since 2016? What is supposed to have happened in 2016? They didn't realize for the past 8 years that national security was threatened. When Mr. ADORYE was speaking for the government of the NPP, they didn't realize that he was threatening national security. So when did they realize that Mr. ADORYE was a threat to national security? After he became a member of the movement for change? When did he become a threat? The incident that happened in 2016 has become a threat to national security now. Is that what the prosecution is saying?
Because
it's a joke.
Because it's gone public.
It is a joke. It's been public all this while. Let's not waste our time on these baby political things. It's appalling. It's pitiful to try and muscle the movement for change through this process. It can't stop anybody. This is not a banana republic. This is a democracy. This is not acceptable anymore. That partisanship based on which Mr. ADORYE has been attacked, it's not acceptable anymore, because somebody sitting in the government of the NPP, somebody in government believes that HOPESON ADORYE's current posture is a threat to the survival of that government, and therefore he must be attacked. It is only in the interest of the government, and it's not even in the interest of the NPP. This doesn't inure to the benefit of the members of the larger party. It only inures to the benefit of a few people within government who are benefiting from the authority and power that the party has given them. So it's politics, but it won't stop the movement for change. They have been away. And I told you, he said he told the president, didn't he? So why are you now asking me to evaluate?
He said.
Yes.
We have no means of
But they also say he said something on air. That's why they are attacking him. You want to believe what he said on air, but you don't want to believe what he said he told the president? You want to pick and choose what you want to believe? It's a charade. It's not my business to evaluate Mr. ADORYE. It's my business to look at where this is leading Ghana. It's leading us nowhere. You can't pick and choose victims and use power against those victims because they are politically not aligned with you. You can't do politically motivated things in the name of national security and create the impression somebody is a threat to national security when all along you've been with that person and you know that you knew, and over 8 years, all of a sudden, the person becomes a threat to national security because you don't want to know him anymore. That is not my business.
Your campaign train has been very busy crisscrossing the country. How is this matter going to impact or derail the train, if you like?
You want it derailed?
I don't want it derailed. I'm only asking.
It will be derailed. Your question?
He's a key member of. He's a key member of your movement.
Yesterday he was invited. We're in Accra. Today he's gotten bail. We're moving on. We are doing our own thing. Well, why are you thinking derailment? Derailment means that the government succeeds. Mr. ADORYE is arrested, so the entire movement for change comes crashing down. The entire alliance for revolutionary change comes crashing down. Don't forget, movement for change is part of an alliance. This is a broad range of interests who are coming together to change the political system, to break the duopoly down, this dominant duopoly of 32 years, so that we make headway in terms of what we choose to do with Ghana's future as a people. So it's bigger than an individual. It's a movement. It's a social movement. It's bigger than one person. But a lot of individuals come together and are working together to contribute to the success of the process for changing the political paradigm we have in Ghana at the moment. So the Alliance for Revolutionary Change is on course. The movement for change, which is led by Mr. Chematin within the alliance, and indeed Mr. Chematin is the presidential candidate of the alliance, is on course to change the politics of this country.
In some few seconds ago, you mentioned what I want to call some excesses of the regime. Is that why you left the party to begin with?
let's not go back to that.
Okay, thank you.
That's history. I'm not interested in what happened with the party before and why I left and all that. That's history. Everybody knows why I left.
Many
Yes.
have also pointed out this very arrest of HOPESON is a diversionary tactic to, as it were, divert issues that are happening in the country as we speak. Do you share the same sentiment?
It's the truth. What's happening with the SNET divestitures, what's happening with the SML publication of the full SML report are things that the government really wants to run away from. And the belief is that this will divert public attention. It's what is called a dead cat in journalism. I'm sure you guys are aware of what a dead cat is. When you float something funny and then it diverts everybody from, by the time we all come back to it, then this will not be news anymore. So it is a diversion. What is going down is dirty. The SML report is bad. It's dirty. The SNET situation is bad. It's dirty. And the government wants to move away from those things with sensationalism. Arrest HOPESON ADORYE. Everybody is talking about it. After 1 week, everybody would have forgotten the death in the SML, the death in SNET.
Right, so let's play the very latest on this matter. Let me bring in Nana Sapong. He's a member of the Movement for Change and he joins us via Zoom. Nana, good afternoon and welcome. So is Mr. HOPESON ADORYE free now in terms of meeting his bail condition? Has he met all the conditions set in?
Thank you very much, my brother, and good afternoon to your viewers and your all Ghanaians across the world who are actually watching. And yes, as it stands, Mr. HOPESON ADORYE has been able to meet the bail conditions. As you may know or you're aware, the bail condition had to do with two sureties plus a 20,000 Ghana cedis justified. Right. Yes, and then we've been able to meet all of those conditions as it stands now. We thank God for it. We in the Movement for Change, as it stands, as we say that we are not moved by what you're doing, we are not intimidated. Of course, we know that whatever is happening is politically motivated, and we are steadfast. We stand as Ghanaians. As the president said in his inaugural speech, he says that we should be citizens and not be spectators. We are being citizens, and we are going to resist the oppressor's rule. We are marching forward, and we are very much focused.
But the reason for the arrest is quite established. Why do you say it's politically motivated?
The reason for the arrest is publication of falsehood. Now, this is an incident that happened, they claim happened in 2016. Now, is this the first person to make such a statement? In recent time, one of the very top or senior men in the NPP was on one of the network stations, said that when he was youth leader, when he was an organizer, he campaigned throughout the length and breadth of this nation. He said that he knows every single ghetto in this country. He knows all the criminals in this country. He knows where the armed robbers meet. Now, this person is around. He's not gone anywhere. The police has not invited. We were in this country. Somebody made a claim on one of the stations. I think I'm told he currently works with Ghana Gas. He said that the late Evans Jonathan Mills, His Excellency, was murdered. He says that if the police do not know, he does, because somebody benefited from the death of His Excellency, the former president. The person is still walking free. People have made much more daring and incriminating statements that are there. What did HOPESON say? What actually did HOPESON say? In any case, he was not arrested yesterday. He was invited. If not for what they did, if not for the games they played with us from 12 noon yesterday, HOPESON wouldn't have slept in the cells. For a publication of falsehood is the least of all crimes.
But look at it this way. The pictures we are seeing on our screens is HOPESON in handcuffs, being treated like some hardened criminal.
Like a criminal.
And you are making light of this issue?
No, so you put him in handcuff when you had not even charged him. You put him in handcuff as if he's a murderer. You put him in handcuff as if he's committed some high treason. I mean, in today's Ghana, where we have a certain president who is a human rights lawyer, they've not been fair to HOPESON ADORYE. They've not been fair to Movement for Change, and we see this as a tactical way of intimidating us, but we don't mind. We are not intimidated, not at all. Not when we have come this far, and not when Ghanaians are ready to change the geopolitics, not when Ghanaians are ready to accept the great transformational plan instead of the normal and usual manifesto promises, not when the Ghanaians are ready to bring on board somebody as president who can have an impact, a positive impact to changing the economy. The cedi is $1 to a cedi is about 15 cedis, 35 pesos. That is what we should be arresting, and not somebody who has sat on radio to make a claim that you cannot even establish.
Yes, Nana, just a quick question here. So the movement says that they want to break this duopoly between the NPP and the NDC. They want to come out as refined politicians who are after the interests and the betterment of the Ghanaian people, and of course the development.
And that is what we are doing.
The development of the country. But comments like these, comments that has landed HOPESON ADORYE in trouble. I mean, you can't classify these comments as comments that we should consider from a group that is seeking to deviate from the policies that we've been used to.
What you are failing to understand is that HOPESON was telling a story of yesterday. HOPESON was telling a story when he was uncircumcised. HOPESON was telling a story when he was unchristian. Now he's a born-again Christian. And
so he's confessing
telling us that
sins.
yesterday.
So he's confessing his sins.
Yesterday, this is what he did. He was telling us a story that yesterday this is what occurred. And as a change being as he is, he's moving forward and he's repented. That is my understanding. That is how I saw it. I mean, listening to the tape, he was telling a story. And so if I come to you and I'm telling you that when I was Mr. A, this is what we did, and because I am Mr. B, my leader does. I mean, even in that conversation, you will notice that that was when he made a statement that he was asked to take off the siren on his car, and he didn't want to take it off. But the leader called him and said that, listen, this is not how we're going to go about things. This is the new era. We are preaching to Ghanaians that we are new. We are preaching to Ghanaians that we are bringing something more positive, and we should be more focused. Take it off. They said we should apply. We have applied. It's not responded. Reapply. We would play the game by the rules. I mean, we are law-abiding citizens. Alain Tremantin is a fine gentleman. You know. I mean, you've been in the media space for some time now. You know he's a fine gentleman. You know that he will not allow his followers to do not to do things that are not unlawful. You know he will not allow that. And he's one politician who can hit his chest to say that he's incorrupt. And one politician who can hit his chest to say that he has never been negative towards anybody.
And so does it in any way affect the movement in terms of your plans and programs going forward? Knowing very well that he may have to be back in court?
Not, I will not even let you land, not at all. We are focused. We are focused. We are in high spirit. We are moving forward. We are the movement for change. We are bringing a change to Ghanaians, and Ghanaians are ready. They are accepting our change, and that is what is shocking some people. I mean, I think that some people least expected us to get to the extent we have gotten to. I am thinking that they anticipated that by now the movement for change would have been empty. But every single day we increase in numbers. Every single day we increase in strategy. Every single day they see Ghanaians accepting us, and they see us winning, and that is what they are scared of. They are running away from the truth, from their shadows, and they think they can intimidate us. No, not at all. We are moving. We are going. The train is on, and we, as we speak, our leader has been invited to meet the Association of Ghana Industries. He is going to present to them his plan and what he has for the industrial Ghana, and what he has in plan to move Ghana forward. Right, and so we are very much.
My final question: so when are you doing in court, and it hopes him ready to defend his charges in court?
The lawyers are handling that. He was granted bail
Movement for Change Party in India. Woman who say. HOPESON ADORYE chia ye chain no kwan bia wo mo fa so a chese wo mo de be intimidate movement for change party no but such na match HOPESON ADORYE no there is nothing that can stop wo mo de wo me se wo ma said hey obutanti me bia wo mo tim no ho no ma na wo mo tim e bo share yes next week wo me kwa kopie mu court na na ya se wa me ni be ko so edi sansem wo nyina echi de beto fom bia na me sam betena fidie ma no say na me de ho asensem nyina no aba be so mo ye guso a ejina HOPESON ADORYE ho nsensemi mu na HOPESON ADORYE nso de wo kopie mu e Captain Smart show so e Onia TV na ntwetwe wo mo twetwe nkomo na mu e na Captain Smart ebisa ne se ye hwe no afrafranto movement na wo mani suade hunu ene den na wo mo pese wo mo ye no so eno pe ni question apese ohun ene ma men kan kire mu ye ni suade hunu nyina ne se ne NPP amanyoko no wo masi fe wiewie wo man Ghana no ye bese ye ba ne ye beju wo man Ghana free nkwa ashumu na amuwo mu no ye bese ye ba ne ye bebiebie ndwuma ye bese ye ba ne ye ma menu ma wo mo ton ade nyina ne ye be ma wo mo sika no wo mo botom ye ha ye bese ye ba na wo na wo mo krade free obi memu ba wo man Ghana no ye beboa wo mo nyina no wo man Ghana bibia no etumi ekoso wo man Ghana nyankopon boy ya wendi ya brogo diamond boxers oyo bibia nyankopon de maye na so mpenifo eda no abrode be ya hye wo mo tirimu menti no wo man Ghana sika nyina no wo mo nya wo mo girlfriends no wo mo mpena nom en wo mo yire nom wo mo langa dwane ade nyina ye sesa wo mo nyina de kogu obi memu no wo makwa akoju wo mani adwuma de wo mabiebie bi wo bi memu ye papa efie ni ade nyina no wo mato wo ho no mo yale a wo mo tu fa no wo kopie mu obi memu no wo makwa akogya yare sa na ye hye ye man Ghana ni mu dia na ache se wo man kasa ni gidi a ye fe ni gidi no wo mu ni e wo bibie mu wo se Alan Kojo chairman te wo be onya pepe ne se wo be so be president of Ghana enye na asem 19 mu honom before asana na ado dan ko ekufu ado kra wo ba be trinity ba niema bi e na ache sa every time bia no na stopping but this time ne de bibia de da na kwan so bibia de da na kwan ma wo ma ye ever ready say wo me ba be lidi wo se na no si sumi na shumpo se NPP amanyoku na adwen ya wo mo sese ne bibi tu Alan Kojo chairmanten eno ti ala na ntumi e man be gina Ghana fonto na aba na show aba on December 7th dia wo kama wo nyina ati asese dia wo matiti en dia wo mo bua kra se ala ni mpo ni ho no mai wo mo obi foforo obesi na nem na sa ni ba foforo no kra susu osi na nem a wo no HOPESON ADORYE ankasa no obesi na nem na news nso a esekoleti se na NPP amanyoko na kopa ala nchao na se wo mo sere no wo bra back to NPP party no HOPESON se no kra bi ani sansem ni mu na Alan Kojo chairman ten shukwa de NPP party no anko ne wakochina no wakochinechi wo no dia movement for change alliance no wo mu chinemu wo ma yesa petampe no me se 2024 movement for change say no gaba wo mo obi akwayo no baga wire just wo mu hu obi a wo mo ba no wo ma be pam NPP any NDC every amanyoku ni mu yenko ne yegotie ensem a HOPESON ADORYE any Captain Smart erigu hono no emra sesia
mo campaign nankasa kosen
campaign de enam de kankan ne say bibia da na kwan mu ana on say yeah no it's not a political party and you know your structure no completely different from what the politicians are doing.
Okay. What do you movement?
Yeah, movement. And the movement no just say everybody is participating. Enti biamago na kwan mu. I just say bibia ekoso. Only say yeah ma bonti ma me dede. Na ebrenu bedru ho no. Obohu se ne ebesi akwafa. Se ne amanfo nam eye propaganda. Alan there is coming back in the eka ho no. Obi a wo chemi ne bia no. Hwemanim pa ne chemi. Meka ewo fidie so say it is never true. Say Alan go back to MPP. It is never true.
Uncle.
Enya dia woko. Ana ni omoka ye ne na kasa ni ade no. I can tell you on authority.
Uncle back.
Say obia ne nkasa ye. Obia ne nkasa ye. Let alone say go back. And ne dia ain't happen. Alan afafranto movement no solid. but no system na so se ebia ala ho mfa no kra na se wontimi nkwa ye benye obi amanako ya nya obi a me wo ho meko
papa some be come back to NPP dear.
No way.
Can I ask you a very funny but tricky question?
Ask me.
Kwakwa Indo is an ewe, you also an ewe. Kwakwa Indo only MP NDC aye basa, also only MPP aye basa. Afena ewe sini hulu kwa instance some kufia na.
There say Kwakwa Indo ho de no the party owo mu no base no ewe community na base.
Okay.
So eto no de ne de different. Na uba MPP mu a enye enda asanka unhu se ewe kitakita ye position no preview na baba ku bi pe na baba fam o pate aban yi na check anya hwe ewe sa ye wo ayi mu no ye boy homodin ba o ye boy homodin ba enso check it. How many aways are in this government?
Okay, let me check. Regional Minister Nkaho.
You the regional minister. Ubenya Perry Okuje to ono kra ye deputy CEO. Ubenya Kofi Jamesi CEO Bui Dam Authority. Na wanya Pius CEO. We mo ambo na CEO. The only minister is Peter Mau. Eti wo se nipa 5 years ma boy me obi o baby na ma money ni ana. I think say enu ani. So on that no. Never compare others. Eti esanete enye eyi die but me maybe ana meka. Okay, it will be.
Eti mo ankasa afrafanto for den simoni so.
Ye niso yesi ye niso ni se ye be Ghana ye. Ye be magana for ho atom. Look, Alan Chematin Osiso, unim say Alan Chematin ya presidential ambition long before say Akufo-Addo Krebenya that ambition. Alan Chematin was to contest 1996 primaries. Nanka wadi party nanim. And that time is also no. Nanko be winning so. And impeding ne kasaya what it edai. Eti the vision for the country from that time. Ewo honum. Hwe obehwe 1994. Ebra Times magazine in US. Ye the millennium leaders. You see the whole world. Ye 100 people betima influence the world. Alan was the only person from Africa. The 100 people know me, you know. John F. Kennedy, Monet, Akwa Whisker, what they saying? US guy.
Trump.
Debbie. What they was it? Brigade Timo.
Oh, okay.
Any more Mukika. So, your boy Alan Dean account that time, 1994. Now, or more Bibia a wonumu. Because Alan at age 22. I would team by a general manager of UNC departmental store. Now, or manage ye, Sane, a Numa Waye paper no presented to African Union Commission, UN in the Ekaikahono, or Muhusano, Abrantiano, or Yubia, Wabing, or when you saw the Hunu. Now, or Buankro for a more multi establish your business in the Ekaikahono, and the more Eseleteno. It is sad in the Nyanzano, and this is waste. And this is waste. Alan is a practical person. Or no, the school no koe no anko yechi wempo. Ushia dia no enya how to apply. Wa on dia no. Wa no ushia economist. Wa ye economist. Wa ye practical economist. Etu wakasi say ya otimiye ema no honum. Ye wada economist a wo mo no dia ne yechi wempo. Obeka no book move the kama a sound no nice. And so say on practicalizing another program. So on no. And then say Ghana, you lose sa fine brain or the babe boy Ghana. Maybe anoba na say ye kase ye discuss policy. Look, Alan aka kwan obe faswa obe change and also obe transform the nation Ghana. Offer the macroeconomic environment or 8 teams. inflation, stability of the currency, debt sustainability management, a whole lot. Baku 8. Now, say ofa inflation, kwan ben so no obefa obesolve inflation problems in this country. Was stating no one by one. Say what kind na wanye O level economics krana oti ase ehun say this is what the man will do. I don't know what kind of plan no. So be na oh me ba me inflation akofom single digit. Kwan ben so na wo fa na akofom. We no was stating one by one. Bibi bia was obeye bia no. What the ehun hyehyɛ ya to ho. Kwan obefa so a obeye amana den atimi akosa pepepe. Wo fa the industrialization. Kwan ben ne ebefa so. IMF yenko biom. Look at say parliament ekwa $154 million tax waiver to one company. One company. Tax waiver demand $154 million. Yes, until reference. More yes, I didn't in a chino. Ghana and so airport for Bob Bosia $150 million. What you know? Oh, Bob Bosia $150 million. We see, oh, Parliament Mumrana Moma Meyi. Companies who be or Hodomwa, ne can say any taxes will be to Yamagana buying. $154 million. What's what they no channel? What the channel?
What's Uncle Bobby say?
A Jumana or Yano. Sigana or Yan so they call the chromo. I mean, does it make sense? Yes. A woho say tax waiver. A genuine tina, as I say, yet be. Now, to the ye point is okay, essence say ye perceive bimu, ye industrializing the country, you know. Let us give them incentives. Ebe show mon crime. Amo me ayedin aye yuma. 154 million. Aye huge. Aye huge. Because obetima kwa mono ni say okwa pope 150 million loan. Now would the same amount or more at the che will be okrom ha. Now there is something wrong with us. I don't think Alan say oba or no or one year kakra like offer industrial salt, offer garment and testers, offer cassava industrial starch, na offer petrochemical any hunya manyama. Sadi we no emu baako bia no ama ekrabiti mama $10 billion a year. Anye bia. Now the whole IMF I call ya the conditionalities ashe ye kono saying $3 billion. As offer government and testers alone, a bit mama $10 billion a year. Now we are not doing this. Ye wo inchini wa hase free afi no masha se a wo moya yi. Ese yetimi biem. US for ehia nchene se bibia. Europe bebia snow to nyina. Apart from that, industries are who do be brain so I just I don't know my near a ready market. Yet you me your say offer a ye can say starch. Even companies here, Guinness Numone, ye ABC money and the idea of more ye BA. Or more starch prefer money. I have a beer would ye basic beer. Bebia wude banchi bia betu bia banchi ne yayi me fie ayiki tuwa bi ana mema obi ebre me banchi bia bi na me de yade ada banchi man ada ho abetu so ana me de kokosi ehonum eben ye pipe wa bonde kokko he ne banchi na ye kokko he ne aye so ne chen bebia di betu bia ebe ye adwuma ese so yete ho ebre bia na me ka se President Akufo-Addo assembly or can say yet discussion so come there no. Such statement in true. Aya no kro. Ye wosika wo Ghana ha. Ye tisika no so na komode yen. Ne aka eye the right leadership. How be on for this money amaye. Eje go do ngwa na sha asase a esise mayi sika wo. So, it is all fast time you when na baako. Now what leader, say, what kita that leadership skills na. I tell you, say, we are good to go. na mitie Singapore omo president no wa address eyi no mo kwakoto aba and no say look obi bia wo gina se yento no so aba bia no that person must be right, that person must be clean. Wa wo gina se wo nye cleaner, we get it wrong. And what can say voters no mo kwakoto aba no they must also be clean. To know say grofo ekwakoto abama we sadie we oye trofo we oye dadafo we an a genuine person no wato oto ne say ye nya no correct.
Okay.
In that statement and what can say reputation is temporary but character is permanent. And no na ginger Singapore for Emma chese wo mo etimi selected the right candidate to be the president. And then they also vote rightly. Say, and fa huni baby awujina. Ya hu se we and any papa. Into odo ni eto abama no. Ghana etisana entisa. Obi nim say oh when any papa no be the one see the action is na na adwuna sesa. No akwa to achi ano. Ghana for
HOPESON ADORYE and Captain Smart and Yakwakotie Womabano. And no Chadi HOPESON say, mo forget NPP for mo forget NDC. Na afi 2024 mo fa mko kromoti entwaba enfema movement for change. Na Alan Kojo chairman ten the ebani nimdia o nimdia ni ye papa ne de ne ye chiu empo we kwahia watiase aba the practical aspect ne so dia oba no homodin ye papa ewo mu obetumi akeka bibia no ma na sie ni na o man Ghana so afa ne ntuma pa efreja o man Ghana de ye deda ye nyina ene se bibia bekoso tote e de ama esika beba krom hanum sei fu woni ade nyina no sorry ebo de beba fom na bibia bededa na akwaje se de be ya ye kwa adwuma ye kwa ne ye be nyina ne ye sanso ebetumi akoya no na ye hwe se ne afi we election year na NPP amanyo kuro no wo mo kire ye so yanto aba fama wo mo na yeto aba ne ma wo mo a mo ba bibia beda ne boko bibia bededa na akwan so NDC for so ka the same thing movement for change ka the same thing na member of parliament ahodo no so no wo mo kire so wo mo sere ye yanto aba ne fama ye yempotemu akwan wo mo be ye shuku dan na adwere ga no wo mo be ye ni nyina nam se da bi saade we ye disankrofo ye chi wo mo be ye yenya de kokromotene to abama wo mu wie ya na wo madare wo machi di akire yen ende wo mu kopie mu ofikasie mu a bible ene korua na ne yede ma wo mu a no wo body di me na na danko akufu ado swear to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana so help me God na ne wa kan de ende nipa nso ye kremoni a wo fa korua na ne wa recite de awom na ne wa pledge but yes sha Bible ne Quran ya yede ma wo mu de bie as wo mo se Nyankopon no wo fa ne bo a won to ne ntaminti no wo mo ba no wo ma ba be ye bibia ra wo mo pa bia de amaye na se ye we de ATPA eja ti gu mountain so na bisa wo mo se ye kase Bible ne Quran ya de to nchen na sisi an wo bia wo peso wo be president wo bia wo peso wo be member of parliament ye fa ne nkwantoa Nukuro munshua na se nukuro mubusuma yede na kwa kogina honom kosua yede apim fom libation ye hwehwe bi nsa de egu fom ni ade na wagina honom mbam no wadi nsa kantam se me ba betne kunwe so me be ye member of parliament me ba be ye president se me di o man Ghana sika bia nukuro mubusum nyame mikro munshua yemse we yemse eyade ebebo ada se emwa na amafo interesting response a wo me de ababo ntiremsia meni ache keke yenko na yenkotie bi emrasisia
mama nim wakasampa abibifo enzo Nyankopon do minyini bia saba me wi ba wi asi kakrai mampanifo majomade wi asi eyemienu pe mampanikufuo ono na Ghana itinka bundi se kufuo available house kufuo gallon kufuo emergency Ghana ho abiem oro so oyade mo akanyina feli timi de metimi de amfa babro nto nche ma wo mo sanse bibini kura babro pa na opichiri odi ubone anka obia bedi akono no amfa ne kwantoa because Africa they believe in say isru nyame nanka akobanu hudua no wadome no ho ansa na odi akonya no ministers MP assemblyman omunyina komkomro mu hudua ansa neza se okro mu nsuare de kosiaje wonse no asoe osuwe obetima asoe dia na Bible no me da eh. And I saw phone in Ankrano, no do no Bible and ada. But they would call bon some de oni boniface. You do kwan to and I am Sinap na Guna swear. Do baby an account, go be the MP. Uni capre na sapeno yi. Na yetimem for na ye bre. Obi to nsu ani nsu bo ayeden. MPT Land Cruiser with the 4x4 mu. De kwa to tukura no a onim. Nti amamo nsu na muro mu nuane hwese do do betime de MP a. Amama ye nsu timem for de ho atoyen. Omampanyin na Kufuado. Obedira on fa babo su ye nyame apanage no. But the Antoine su ye nkonya na ketua. Obey MP a. Ansa na bebe jira parliament no wabo hu dia. So bedu de MP na behwe. Utua bra babu nya ketua. Wan tua bra babu nya ketua. Ndi se timemfo nya na mbe ya adwen dia. Nka mo nsu ye Never Baba and Tonja because we need Babu di Bonnet. Antoine Rockwood ho. No Bruhunia, no be diaconano. So better also be no cry. Over to you.
Okay, Daddy, I bet that's a pass of watch the word from Baba South about 2 years and Yakopon was 7 December by Equator and who say.
Lumba better you. Put him the jams I know. Mampayim Bedia, Mampayim for Bacoyano. None can you manage a dance and car. Do mama banko to aso before brother adwumbon nti obeso ye ne de no so nya no fa so wan fi de me yakwana na kufu ado wo party ba ko ba ye wan plantoa mampanyi kufu abamu bibia so da hwe interchange yaka ho asante memu ha se mo fa ye nya hwe na so nya hwe kura no aha no stronghold se mampanyi kufu ado ba yi na chacha hodo aba TV so anyama kesi aba TV so she me so man payin ku for me nyandi mbodda uba Kumasi be mu asa Asante Road ha se ya na daroma Anraga Road ni dinda so ku for emergency ni dinda so akufa do emergency wai oba de no ha ni krom no develop no pa wansa ukrom so nkase yesai to be the Ghana ha de se sa ko for man payin ku for bad be ya environmental so wi ani asie no se sa frɛ Rollins by no be ya on so fa kata me bebe boy na Kufuado no nkrofo de mama kwado onkwada no what the president what the assemblyman anyi he was a president be ready yenso yagimi ntebesa akose yekoto ama no na obesisie na utuku amiense bewa me de Ghana fo nya be ma dwen pa de a impin pa front aba no sanse de Kufuado wa moy na president amoy na vice de be dey yempin pa foforo a onso wonim die ne ntra ne hwese obetima bo o man ya ne ade na chi nya party sem no ne mpe different person ne enso ne hwe ebe na bi papa bi wonu de abo o man anu mo mbebo e dan say A party bi na mwa dunia ba Ghana fo nya me aso America yi ho mental party bi ba me ma sem ne say ye ntra ni pa foforo ne hwe onso nim die a woni tibi say nyansa ni ba ko fo tibi no obi anim say David oba ba ye obrempon no onam room Zunyami yi no obaye bempon enti ade enti na MP power for the entire hwe na ye din NPP den disisu na omudi ehwamo na ye kunkum ya ye prepare ye ho omoto bedi akonya obi amoa ye Ghana me sibi yo mampanyin kofo a president ni baabia biem ono ana beboa ye ana Rollins so takachi be fam no so kire ye ndo mi no pa ho a president bia ni obiem na kufa kwa de wona na ye do ma report mama kwa de won so wona kwa de mfaren kasem
mechire ma adwene kakra fa mo se bosomsom no kra no ya de ma nipa na se osue na se won di no kra na anya adwuma eti ye be pise mpanfo ne se bia mo de be bia no kredie ana mo mfanye se because me hu ni se bosom no kra nipa na oteso no se wanya ya sa na tie nti ye ni nyina no no kra ana mo de ya me gidi se beboa.
Okay, and you better supply so watch the wajune. Ewa honda you say Bible na se Bible near the swear crana.
When dino crana the same thing. The bosom no man any pana fan credia.
The same thing
na. Eti ye best lesson nyina no. The obeswe bia no fan no cre. Enenye emaye.
Ande nke yo mama.
Sao
na akonya ho sa ase de okay.
Say ye pese ye kire maji say kire maji na se timi ko akire nko de mpanifo no beji atuma maye
mpanifo de na do ne mahama mo
bia beji atuma maye so mo so mo betina kunya so no mo di no kura nko ade mo beji atuma maye
me de nka misu se nka ye nkwasuo mu antoa ne nsu akese ye nsesa mo nyina nkoguo ye beto aba no kura ye nkoto no ho asem be na asem entimi mmam ntira
chebe Oh, a bebula, Missy Jimmy D. Oh, Jimmy D. Wait, there be a way, yes, citizen or Ghana has said, I didn't be as a witch never, and I see a penny for no budget.
I think you 65 years for in your frame. Obi 65 we crazy go. Your man who can ki ku mu nyina. To me be one bit me ku 65 ni nyina na yen nkwa aboye bla. Adese me na ga. Me hia sa de na abato aduabo. Ke nya ne sa enne ke akonya ntimi masa.
Betima pasa. Bale de betima papa. And I won't gin.
Minjini.
Oh, jidi na betima papa.
No, everybody nya.
Nka kosuasi international pay. Na me buy bo share me share nyina mani so na nkapanya
eno de nka mani beje. Some de me se de me pense nka me wo tumi a 65 years ni. Obi o 60, se me maami o, me papo. Me ku omu nyina. Nya me ma me seconds. Se kwesi mama o tumi. Fire the open seconds. It be ku 60 years for ni nyina.
Omo abai mo no.
Wiase nyina asante Ghana ha be to abai. Africa ha no. Wo dem fa se Ghana. Se nyame ma akonya seconds se me ma seconds e pa ho amaje wakonya na wakonya na me ku 55 to e ko sa am obi afra so na kan na young boys no.
Okay, ebe bra peri so achira na
kan de mani je ho
wani je ho pa
mani je ho
e de ebe ba.
Okay, yebo
se ebe ya o my God abeti ma fan into my perfect because ye mpani fo mo kuya
o ma se o man no o mo sa yale nzo o mu nyina do obedi boni bia obewu obeyale obewu ebe ne nam ha
enokre Bible no Quran no de as Nyankopon fa no bo a oche ansa no wato se de bibi fufuro ka ho ne benya effect utwa ntra eno de ebe because me nkasa me perfect ba me ni nipa ntam no so ati ase nipa na soso na homo wo man ni so ye no so a problem no credit ni ho me ti o se me di no krama so di no krama ukotu se nipa me no to no se na damfo ni abusa wo se na damfo no busa ne se na wo so wa damfo ne me so ati antem na se say ye de Quran ana Bible so no ya enem se eno ne ade ye de se de bi fufuro be ka ho ne nipa e be straight to that na wa ye ne sunu na djuma me de nka me ye okay ade fufuro bia e betim de aka ho a e be take effect immediately na oko office na ujumedie no wendi ni ye no na take effect ba eno no kura no obi o ha o se wadi aduru waye we nti menye sure nemom with immediate effect oko office na ade a o promise ye we ni went me anya what you say o say you free sir because unim ade betin unim say program what said say eneme ba ha ana meboa nti say light kra ni ho na meye bibia mental to me na light ho cha me kwakọ esi metomatale meye we ana meboa se sa de no bia no manye na de cha no pam se ye dum light na wunya ready say ana meboa nti bibi sa no pa with immediate effect no me yi na firo na foforo aba de wo ba no behu say ade we am edi atom say mentimi aye beyi me because Quran and Bible no okofa anto anso nyama yobu ho bodu eduanya no eno so ni automatic say ye mfanye da bi ti me de honom de metimi akakakra
me de madwen kire ne say ene ye mpanifo na take advantage a omo de bugana for kwasia ni nyina ne say omo fa Bible no wi omo se nyame de onye omo hwe be hu ne say se omo de antoa ana abosoma kese ye wo man mu de suya omo nim say beku omo because Bible de be jaja omo ti ekum omo wi ana de omo ma ne omo abusuafo adase next time omo be de akunyo no be ka no kra kire Ghana for because ye hu say mpanifo no omo mwaye omo betena so a 8 years omo be ko omo sa Ghana sika nyina ti ye mo mfa Bible no ne Quran no to nchen no omo mfa ya tetesem no ensuye na omo de suya wi a omo be ka no kre no omo be di no kra magana medam ase
omo adwe nkyere ne se kaduabo no mom ye nke do mo ko antoa anase ye do mo ko nsuo so no mo atwa na nhwia bonu akese ye se obu bedi akonya na bo hye bi ombe hye bia no ombedi nya sa de ombu ye kwase ya ebi se duabo de anko omo bodua na de a ko mbedi so be nam se Bible de o de hye Nyankopon fa de bo nto ne ntem enti de ombe no mo ye omafu no anya hwe no mbu ye kwase ya Ghana sikai dia no mudie omma ebi ni ene ye ba na ma hwe aho kire wom wa ho kire mu pa isi aban bi obeba bi na obetima boye pese omo MPP ni NDC aban nyina ke yi omu nyina firi sokora ye pa aban fofora ono obetima bodua bodua se adie ya mebe meye wa anya ndie de ensuo ni obika
you say president and as minister na fuado a ne you say ye no a
wo ba bo se na fuado no ote yim hwim no wo ba ne you say yes ye du abon na ye na adwuma no sabebepe because mesoso me pese nka NDC ni MPP nyina yi omu furo mu mienu nyina omu ya akoromfo hunamu anase ye ni so no mu ye hu ne se omu ya atamfo ba omu nyina akohia parliament omu chase Kennedy de ho no ye hia omu nyina se be hia omu aiso mu bodua ansa wo ye MP kura bodua samerman bodua ansa na nki ya to aba ma wo mu anam omu hyehyɛ no omu dwumadi omu dinchi ye adwen se yakura yantu ababiem adom besala na tifie die fufu omusu ni mfaso obi amaye
adwen kyerɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ Bible any Korea na omode ɛhyɛ omu nsɛm no ɛnyɛ sɛ bɔhyɛ deɛ ɛyɛ ɛyi yɛka ne sɛ nse na wudi but omo hu ne sɛ nyɛ omu bibia nyɛ omu hwe nti deɛ omu pɛ na omu bɛyɛ but nyankopɔn asɛm yɛ no korɛ kyerɛ sɛ deɛ wobɛka woka ntam a ɛyɛ adwuma even wabra bomu ne wona nanka nso anom so ne adeɛ nyinaa because Bible ma yɛte aseɛ sɛ yɛ nananom yɛ bɔne ama yɛnya nsunsuaso wɔ so nti no sɛ yɛde bibia hyɛ wo nsɛm na sɛ wandi no korɛ wɔ ho wasoɛ na wandi no korɛ wɔ ho deɛ a nti no yɛde bosom hyɛ ne nsɛm na wondi no korɛ korɛ wondi no korɛ nti ɛno deɛ religion there is different from true and false and the nka bibia nti dia omo de ye na omo fa no anye bai no nipa no say enye omo nyina na ndi no kre bi di no kre e wa adwuma omo yimu ebi nso ndi no kre by majority by 80% no ene ndi no kre e ma nipa oman no eno ne asem no
really nice question pa no abusa me no because asem we pa me boys na tenase adwene ho a because we have Arab country now omo mfa Bible ne ayi na ye so say omo kro no omo koso enti ka ebe ya nka ma adwene de nke be se omo kosia no ne ensa ene snap ne boso ne de so enti se bia ofuma enipa asoma si ami bedi se bia family linking ya mi bedi akunyan ti se enti se me linki si ase ade amode hye me se bia fitam nyina me na bedi so na se mo de Bible be hye me nsema me Bible na mu enipa na atwere na metim de ato ba bi aye de meye ba mo de ade ne be hye me nsana se bia me ka se mo di kosua ne snap ne bosom be flafla ntoane ade na metima ma bibia ya re me ntwa ntro me nye se bi ko me nsa me fuma bosom no bekume ba Bible nso de me fuma Nyankopɔn de so o fa ne bo nto ne ntem enti je nche be che ansana aisei te me sremo me pese ke di snap ni kosua ne bosom no ene de ye adwuma se yi Bible ni ayi nyina afiri ho ne de kosua ne bosom na ye adwuma so ma je nkyere kakra ho no
Ebusia na chese nkrofo adwenkyere no ene yakwa akoti abanti adwenkyere ahuru amafo de man nyina ne se ende yenyi Bible ni koru asem ne kran fanto nchen na ende wo mo ba besua ina se ende anto anya ma ne de na kwa kogina ho se ende ensuo bia ne kuro mu bosom ne de na kwa kogina ho nom na ende wa kantam se me bana se bosha mehye Ghana fo nyina no mendi so ama mefundua wo ba ye na wendi so na ade be chene ne fo ai se ban kasade ne yade a ebetumi aboa wo man Ghana ye papa akasa kata hye de proye sika kankan ya mpanifo wo mu di ye sika wo mu wia bosha hodra wo mu hye one district one factory national one district one factory no adane boachi be di hospital ba kumpo no MPP amanyo okoni ntumi simfa maye dum so ene ekuye ene ya to bibia mu ya tofu wo mu ene ya to chese bibia wo man Ghana bibia anko Bibia anko ye timbe bi faako Tisanka womo bano eni ye de Bible ne kora se me to nche na Nyankopon kora te yase se ye mpanimfo na womo di ye nso no ye de Bible ne kora ne ba ya Bible kora na womo hu se Nyankopon no fa ne bo a wo to ne ntaminti no na do da kwa kufu adu ma no sisumi na so se wo firi ma nne bibia besi bia no no amfa no so okwa heaven no so okwa bosanje mo on cheke National Cathedral kwa na ada ne bo achibidi no National Cathedral no eno na ada ne bo achibidi no enti ye mpanifo ne de sane ama no wo mo cheke o sane ama no wo mo susu media be kamenko aso dia and the next presidency Antoine man near the Nakojina ho ensure be more to say God ne ya powerful pa near the Nakojina because ye nyankopon dia ya boye wogide wo nyamemu ye nim se nyankopon dia ye dan ye sufre na wo no anaji ye nso na so at this critical time ne dia rade nyankopon kra beti yase nyankopon kra obeti yase na ye die jam wo mo and the Oba ya mawa 6 months. Ufa Ghana 1 person 1 point team. Wamu fa yenyankopo anyahwe. Nkanya sam ne yenkam. Watumi akosho Bible makantama kosuwa to won kwaso say. Woman Ghana ya wo ba be dihwe. Wo wia Ghana sika to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God. So help me God. Ma yefru hono na mudi mu yefru na ba be hya honom. You people don't care about anything. Ebaganya kupotie ye mpaibo. Na ma wo maya kuma so ade nyina no. Embremu. Na sankrofo ya de kokomoti akoto abayi wo mu yi. Se ye gya wo mu saka kede a ebusua. De ebeka wo krom hanim se na nya asam ketwa. De bia meka me se mahama wo hoi. Edufudi pena ya brante ne de. Where the assemblyman, what the DCE, what the MCE, what the member of parliament, nipo ba who jiden wo wias, what the vice, what the president, who come samba biom, then aka we chira wo befa. E den pa na aka we chira wo befa. But me dia meko shwaka. Say ye hwe mahama pa so ba ye the policies. Ni ye hwe NPP amanyoku ba ya me amete meka say mahama ba wo bebo adwuma say NPP. Na so ka me so nko ade anka NPP ni NDC na yempa me wo no wo nko yempa me wo nyina no wo nko ma ha mo wo be ye bi ko pe be bi tina wo be fa den 4 years wo de be fa den mo mesesa de aka na mo nko e mo kwa na mo ni mabusuafo nkodi se Ghana fo so ya ne ye pe ya wo ya ko NPP ni NDC mu we ya me ke obi o ye NDC ni be ba betutu bi ama ne me obi o ye NPP ni so be ba be attack me. But me bese me ma ye na te ase se ye nyansa na Nyankopon de ma ye no moma ye mfanye adwuma moma ye ndwi ye nchirimba ho moma ye nkasa ye ndwi ye daache ho aya na ye me yeso obi obi memu a na no chokoro na bibia be kotu be kobrema wa pipi ni ndis hu bia no wode na no betum na so manga na mu yank wo busuafo koto mo asase edo kotena ama no ne ana woman na yetimu no emu ya anka wo a wo hwedwumedie anka wo busua asase ne nka wo mekwa akoton wo busua kokko no wo de bekwa akosia wo wana mufia mutimu mpo no o ma me na o papa wo mo de akwaji loan se ko obi be mu ko peska ba ne yemfantua loan ka sanko woman eya papa aka wo de utu kwan wo betu kwan a hwa ho ne amane ne bra wo fam ansa na watumi etu kwan ti ye ka NPP ni ndisi asema emo bia be ye de wo ya sumunja ye ne yanka de yakoso wo kroma na time wo bi yanka ya ne ye beka na medwe ho am se na sangwafo na ye na mugusu wa defend the political party bi no aye bia wo mo poni bi de mamu ana wo mo ba wo mo poni bibi kakra bi de man because wo mo poni bibi amfa mamu a sa NPP ni NDC de hunu no enya de be ye adwuma mo ne tue sa atija de NPP ya de be bo wo mabaso NDC ya de be bo wo mabaso be du so se ye faya wo mo mienu ni de ye ncheck obi e because obi enu a we bi adwuma mahama be bi adwuma ma yo kan so nya magician so be ba be bi adwuma de amaye na do ka che se ono wan suma ye se ye nto aba mfama no I for sure na dan ya mo besisi ha no na mo be bia no o ka kire wo hin ni mu ase wo hin na o pente mo nko bia no tinka we wo so yɛdi no na ke yɛdi antoa nyama yɛdi nsuo bia mo kyerɛ ne de ade keka ho nyina no yɛdi gya ne kwan ankasa asɛm nko wetumi aka kyerɛ yana ankade ekosu wo mo betumi abie wo ma no aka kyerɛ yɛn yana ebusia ma me fa me nsɛm ne nyina no emfensi hanom sɛ maka kyerɛ m sɛ sɔle so ya me kwa asɔre akɔ mpa ye na ye all night an ye fie da du say ne dia na ache se boja ye kobom gidi me fire ne dia se fada say yaram tutu bi de mane wo mo lawyer fast afati ja dwumadie nyankopo ensha mu ina ye papa se ne nso no mo be ka me ho edi dwumadie yina ba agentwe bi obi a wo bia no on fa comment section na say emfa emame umpote mu so de ekoso ho no bi a entwa ye no 0557036109 no ne number ubetimi afreme nana ya sewa ediesi so de ekoso bi a wani nje hu bi a de febra memo akwanya no kwa na betena fidie mu anum sia memo osa akwanya no freme na mento mensa emfa bacho wuntu esike bi a bibi enim why into the bibi a wetumi de abasasa na abese eba wade a woto ho de roma wa 0550623377 and 0557036109 numbers 2 na mu bi a be free bia no ade a yebegibre na ye no atwetwe enkomo product a woto no yebebo ne de ro kama de ama Kumasi online media school si tutumi kabra for 100 Ghana cedis be fa forms na wo mo fanfantiti ye pemu media courses ahodo na no wo mo ya etwegu e wo kasafoni ne no ye chia kwan ya skwa ye niti ya mass energy training we 100% practicals 3 months pay 3 months no Monday to Friday 3 months ye tete ye panko an ye do fem ha de ye fra ya kukudro ma ye nsuro bibia nti no baby biara ye do betina bia na ye kase ye camera show nsa ye kase edit video a ubetwa ne yopo e de ama wo mo mesi we wunya ne baby a wono amko 2 years ne 3 years de bia me kase wasting of time we waste wadaje but bra I had the practicals nko afeze do rust studio the camera show nsa edit na ye show niema eni so umpe we na apene 0550623377 and 0557036109 any number betumi afresh company for no esi so uya wedding engagement birthday program bia no ubetumi atonsa ede afre be ba be stream program no Eddie am live on Facebook and also on YouTube. That starts there. Yeah, barrier when it comes to Kumasi Online TV. Baby Biara will be assisting regions. Baby, I will free ya de beba. Na ya baby trial program no Eddie am kama 0550623377 and number betimi afreyen is so about to pako Joma no and it's na MC Ahonom Eddie Mame Sansona Eric Junior editing video way Eddie Mame. Mr. Daniel Yabua me no executive producer Nyankopon Insha CEO papa and I also our Jebreshe Jumedi so Nyankopon ensure ye papa dia mete so ane na ya sewa dia better for me free baby and me baba tena fidie mu hanem say na me ho nsensem nyina so ababe so have a wonderful day e be san so edition bye bye
Amafwe Kumasi Online TV Production yaba ne de ne yaba ye de equipment ekukudam ana ye de aba se eye camera de enam wiem de nam fom de enam ensuom ni nyina ye wo bi e wo honom a TV production yabo a hu ye pa se wo ye dwumadie bi ete se wedding eye engagement and sorry ana schools se wo ye seminar bi na pese betwa ko all the social media networks no so e de amaw ye ni ntotonsa na fre eye Kumasi Online TV Production for na yamra na ye dwumadie ne Kama fe a ebo no eda from pa the production so the sound quality video quality ni nyina e wo soro wo pese wo hu ba bia wa ye wo Kumasi eyetia media opposite one ma anase to nsa ne frɛ wa homa trufo so 0550623377 Kumasi Online TV Production ye demufua e wo Kumasi kodua mu